Congratulations to all of you athletes competing tonight in honored achievements this season while earning your way to the CIS Joaquin Section Volleyball Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to rise and direct your attention to the American flag. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor and respect their efforts in our country by removing our caps, standing at attention, placing your hands over our heart as we proudly listen to the national anthem, sung by Sutter High School's own Olivia Brown.
Apologies, folks. They've been doing this spotlight and introduction thing all day, and on the camera it's never going to look good, so we're going to bring you the best coverage we can from now on. So, if you're watching all day, you'll see that all day, and we'll just get through it. So, Joining us today, you have the Division 5 volleyball section title game here in the CIF SJS. You have the number 3, Sutter Huskies taking on the number 1 Bear River Bruins here at Cosumnes River College. And should be a very fun matchup today. Bear River enters this one as the number 1 seed, having pretty much gone through their side of the bracket with only a little bit of speed bumps. They faced Destiny Christian Academy, a play-in team, for their opening round, and they won 3-0 pretty handily. Then they took on the Western Sierra Collegiate Academy and won 3-0 again. Before taking on the number 4 team, Colfax, at home. They won 3-1 in 4, and now find themselves here in the championship. Sutter, though, got the 3 seed and started off with a 4-set win against Buckingham Charter. And then they defeated Linden at 3-1 again in 4 sets in their second round before winning a 5-set battle against Hillmar, the number 2 squad at Hillmar. They won 27-25, 25-21, dropped the next 2 sets, 15-25, 23-25, before taking set 5, 15-10. So a nice victory there has them in the championship, where we here at the NFHS Network and ABC Jam will be providing the coverage. So Sutter going to start here with the first serve of the game, trying to keep their momentum going from the opening week. And they're going to get an ace there with some music playing, as looks like the PA didn't turn off the music. Don't think Bear River will take too much off of that, as Kalena De La Serna gets the ace and gets another good serve in. Set to the opposite side. Doesn't get over the net. Grace McCown, the opposite hitter for Bear River, gets shut down by the net there. McCown, though, on the year with 436 kills to lead Bear River. Serve. Almost another ace, but good positioning there. Gives the free ball instead. And up the middle, nice touch. Going to be collected. Outside, off the net. That's 4 hits and a 3-0 start here for Sutter. They try to go to Eden Shaw on the outside, but into the net it goes, and Kalena De La Serna continues her nice run here to start off the game for Sutter. Clean receive there, set to the outside. Shaw off the block, gets the kill. So Eden Shaw gives the Bruins their first points of the game. And quick substitution here. Dixie Drake exits. And trying to see the number of the player that entered. Hammer there. Going to be slapped back in. Looks like Addie Hoffman entered and sent that one down. Still can't see the number. Got to turn your chest one way. Turn your back one way. There we go, 9. So it was Hoffman. Hoffman gets the kill there as the serve by McCown goes out. So point for both on McCown's serves, as Luttrell will go back. And this is unfortunate. On the roster for Sutter, Luttrell is only listed as S. Luttrell, so we have no idea her first name. We'll try to get that as the game goes, but Luttrell with a decent serve. De La Serna, great dig. The tap down. No good, out of bounds. Point awarded to the Bruins, and 4-3 to start. Hallie Hayden back to serve here for the Bruins. Short serve there, clean receive. Tapped up, sent over. De La Serna goes to Brown on the outside, and touch there on the end line. McCown can't keep it alive, and Olivia Brown gets the kill. Brown started the match off by singing the national anthem. Got to show off her singing pipes as she gets the kill on that last swing. Cha comes up the middle there. Nice swing in that position and makes it 5-4 now. Shaw back to serve. Good float, better receive, and Brown goes off the block from the opposite side. Brown going to quickly get substituted out as Audrey Young will enter to serve for her. Young, a little bit of a loose float there, sends that one out of bounds. And back and forth we go. Served now by Gabby Sams. Sams, an outside hitter for this squad. Roll shot, Doug. Chance here for the Bruins, and McCown goes right through the block. Tie game now, 6-all. Another serve here for Sams. 64 aces on the year for her. Goes for the jump, and Doug cleanly, one-handed set, a little bit low. Up the middle, kind of just tapped over, but the kill there down. Bella Stafford up the middle. Brooke Milligan, the setter, went to her, and good choice. Bruins now with a slight lead here, 7-6. Just touches the top of the net. And the kill clean there. Kenzie Shannon, outside hitter for this squad. Puts some oomph into that and now goes back to serve. Shannon serve. Clean receive by Cha. McCown off the block. Soft touch there. And no, they call it dead. Violation called on the Bruins, gives the point to Sutter. And great decision by Cha, just lets that one go free. And quick substitution here, Northup will exit. In the game comes Hoffman. So back row, front row substitution. Stafford with the serve. And the outside hit by Luttrell goes long. And Bear River back with a 9-8 lead. Excuse me, other way around. Sutter gets the point. McCown, the adjustment, wanted to go hard, but just rolls it over instead. Luttrell, Doug, tries to tip it back, but another chance here for the Bruins. Shaw from the back row, Doug! But violation called on the Huskies. 9-all. Roll shot, Doug there. Outside to Shaw. Doug kept it. And a net violation again. It's another time that Young's been called for a net violation. And just tipped over. I believe that's 3 net violations in a row now. And off the block. Kalena De La Serna back to serve again. She started off the game serving for Sutter. Good receive. Off the block hard. McCown, Doug. Brown this time tools the block for the kill. Went on the outside of Chaw's left hand and tie game 11-all. De La Serna back again. Chaw swings all the way from the back row. Tries to go for it, but didn't get it good enough up. Back to a 1-point lead here. 12-11, Sutter leads. Shaw with the receive. McCown on the outside. Doug, but into the bench it goes. 12-12. Substitution here. Hoffman will re-enter as Dixie Drake sits. McCown, the jump serve, out of bounds. 13-12. Luttrell back to serve here. Shaw in the back row. Not in the back row, excuse me. Steps up from the front and puts that one down for the kill. 13-all now. Hallie Hayden back to serve. Good float there. Good pickup by Bryan, though. And from the outside, Kenzie Shannon lets it rip. 15-13, or 14-13, excuse me, the lead now. Palmer. Had a clean serve, but Shaw up the middle. Takes that good set and hammers that one down. So 14-all now as Eden Shaw races to the back line to serve. Clean float there. Ryan just forced a emergency bump set. And a little bit tight, but in position. Stafford there. Out of bounds it goes, though. And Sutter keeps this 1-point lead, 15-14. This game couldn't be any tighter, folks. Just back and forth we go on a seesaw. Audrey Young back to serve. Back row to McCown, out of bounds. I think that might have went off the foot of the ref. But that gives Sutter a 2-point lead. Largest lead of the game so far has been 2. Sent over onto Young to the outside. No, opposite. And a net violation again on Sutter. And not saying they would have scored on every single one of them, but Sutter has committed about 4 violations that way. And the serve just short. Watkins couldn't get it over. No, excuse me, that was Sams. So Sams into the net makes this 15-17. Sutter trying to keep the lead. Serve by Shannon. Shaw with a good swing from the back row. A block there, and De La Serna's swing going to be sent back. 16-17 now. Bella Stafford back to serve here. Her team trailing by 1. Float causes some trouble, and the free ball going to go long. 17-all now the score. Stafford, the sophomore, serving here. Into the net, though, shorts, and the Huskies maintain this 1-point lead. Eden Bryan, the libero, back to serve here. Would love to give her team some breathing room. McCown gets the serve, comes up, and with pace puts that one down. 18-all. Served by Milligan. Clean receive there. To the middle it goes. And into the net. Net violation going to be called. And a timeout taken by Sutter. And they got to get those net violations cleaned up. That's about the 5th time just in this opening set they've been called for one. And they're trailing by 1. So 19-18 the score. Bear River with the slim lead. We'll be back after the break. Out of the timeout, 1-point lead here for Bear River. Milligan serve, received. De La Serna able to make something out of nothing there. McCown with the flick of the wrist. Gonna go right over. And the tap down, good for the kill. Dixie Drake there. And now a 2-point lead for Bear River. Dug by McCown, sent over. And Drake gets the kill again. Gabby Sams with the diving free ball. A clean, or no clean dig though, and Drake got the opportunity. 3-point lead now for the Bruins. Milligan serve, good float. Up the middle, a little bit tall, and good clean kill there for Taylor Palmer. Just hits that one down over the block. Now Kalena De La Serna back to serve here, trying to get her team back into this game. The Huskies trailing by 2. Clean receive to the opposite. McCown gets it through the block. Luttrell and Palmer tried to get over, but couldn't get there in time. Back to a 3-point lead. McCown back to serve here. Goes with the top spin, but goes long. 22-20. Luttrell back to serve. Good serve, clean receive. Great adjustment by Sams. Hoffman trying to swing from the opposite, gets dug. And a free ball here. Another chance. Sams goes for the slide, gets the kill. 23-20 the score. Hallie Hayden back to serve. And a timeout taken by the Huskies. We'll take a timeout too, 23-20. Just before the end of the first set, we'll see if Sutter can make some magic happen or if Bear River can ride this wave out. We'll be back after this break. Continuing set one here out of the timeout. Hayden serve, good. And the block there down. Eden Shaw and Bella Stafford there for the assist. And now set point here for Bear River in set one. Hayden serve. Dug by Bryan. Outside with pace. Shannon into the antenna, and Bear River takes set one at 25-20. So they survive a very, very hard-fought first set by Sutter. And we'll be back after this quick break. Set 2 getting underway here at Cosumnes River College. And it'll start off with a miss hit there as Bear River takes a 1-0 lead. Brooke Milligan, her second serve, and another free ball. McCown off the block, down. Bear River with a lot of energy after they took that set. And actually, no, excuse me. Say that one was not over, I guess. Maybe a violation, 1-1. And Bear River gets the score. So Grace McCown now back to serve. And into the net it goes, so 2-all. Luttrell back to serve here. Dug by Chaw. Milligan over to Hoffman. And can't get the lefty to fall. 3-2 lead now for Sutter. Hallie Hayden now to serve for Bear River. Out of bounds it goes. And a net violation, excuse me. And I think the refs are calling a net violation every point. Palmer, her serve over. Now Chaw hammers that one through. Surprised there wasn't a net violation there. 4-3, Chaw back to serve. And the block there, Bella Stafford in the way of Brown. 5-3 lead for the Bruins. Eden Shaw back to serve again. Standing float. Sent over on 2, Doug. And another touch. And again, Gabby Sams trying to slap that one down. Initial dig, gets up, but Shaw can't stick her arm out in time. Jeffers was in position, but the point goes to the Huskies. Olivia Brown back to serve now. And gets the ace. McCown couldn't get the platform in front. And we have a 5-all game now. McCown dug there. Bryan gets a good up. And that time, Kenzie Shannon hammers that one down, gets the kill. 6-5 lead now. Huskies take the lead off of Brown's serve. Shaw, clean receive that time to the opposite side. And the block in the way. No block, 4 touches instead. But a 7-5 lead now for the Huskies. Another good serve by Brown. Shaw swinging. Outside, Kenzie Shannon gets the kill. McCown there with a one-handed receive, no good. 8-5 now lead for the Huskies. Finally, that ends Brown's service run. It's her 5th in a row, though. She'll come out of the game as she had a great run there. But Audrey Young comes in to play the back row. De La Serna outside. Kenzie Shannon was dug, but they can't get it over. Stafford trying to go up the middle, but Milligan set just a bit too high. 9-6 lead now for the Huskies. Shannon, clean receive there by Shaw. McCown, gut touched by the defense. Too much pace, over, off the net, no, off the antenna. Point goes to the Bruins. That sends Bella Stafford back to serve here. A lot of substitutions coming from both squads. Madeline Fedora into the game for Kenzie Shannon to play back row. Bryan, clean receive, up the middle. Kept alive for a brief moment, but the kill by Zeigenmeyer goes down. And now Eden Bryan back to serve. A little too much pace there. Milligan, not the cleanest set. McCown just sends it over. Another chance here. Might be going long. Shaw from the back row. Luttrell just tips it. Outside, McCown has to tip it too. Joust at the net. Won by the Huskies. McCown dug. And a net violation. Oh. That's too many net violations on the Huskies, folks. There's been some really good rallies that have ended in net violations. Milligan into the net. Kalena De La Serna back to serve. Olivia Brown back into the front row. McCown hits it high off the block, but not a clean first touch by Luttrell after. 11-9. Grace McCown back to serve. Good standing float. Drops it short on Eden Bryan. And gets the ace. 12-9 lead. Or, excuse me, 10-11 now the score. Make that 11-11. Make a wish as McCown gets the ace. McCown again, that top spin just so dangerous. Outside, Luttrell blocked. And another net violation. And an ace now. Grace McCown on fire. 3 aces in this run. And that's the power of a topspin serve. Again, hammers it. Clean dig by Bryan, though. Outside, Brown, long. And a timeout taken by Sutter. 3-point lead, 14-11. But it's danger time, folks. Bear River took set 1. And you can't allow them to get momentum and keep building this lead. We'll be back after this quick break. Out of the timeout, McCown, another good serve. Chance over, Chaw just tips it and tips it for the kill. Miscommunication on the Sutter side of the court. And McCown going again. She's feeling it right now. Good up by Luttrell. But clean dig there, Watkins. Chaw into the nets. So the run finally ends for Bear River, but they got themselves a 3-point lead. 4 points, largest lead so far of this set. As Luttrell goes back. Milligan tries to go to Chaw, but they're pacing completely off. A little bit too high on that one. 13-15 now, Luttrell back to serve again. Hoffman outside, off the platform. De La Serna there, but couldn't get it. Luttrell gonna sub out here. Into the game comes Emery Westcamp. Hallie Hayden back to serve for the Bruins. 16-13 the score. And just off the top of the tape, kept alive. Free ball here for the Bruins. Milligan goes to the opposite side and don't know if that was the choice there. Sams didn't seem ready for that one. And a free point goes to the Huskies. Palmer going quick. Barely waiting for the whistle. Shaw up the middle, tips it. Chance here for the Huskies. Brown hammers that down for the kill. 1 point game now. Bear River losing some footing there. A couple mistakes on back-to-back plays. Palmer soft again to Shaw. And that time, trying to go to Sams again, and she misses again. A little over-reliant on the left side right now. 16 all. And that was just complete miscommunication. No one there. They somehow were able to get it over. And Kenzie Shannon dug. Soft touch off the block. McCown. Dug by Palmer. The middle there. Kenzie Shannon. Dug by Hayden. Sams gets the kill. Gabby Sams ends that rally. Keeps this 1 point lead for Bear River. Brown dug. High and tipped, but kept alive here. Chance for the Huskies. Out of bounds it goes. 18-16 now the score. And Shaw tries to go deep from the back row and hits into the net. 18-17 now the score. Brown gets the ace off McCown. 18 all now the score. And another ace off McCown again. 1 point lead now for Sutter. And Shaw this time gonna have to just free this one over, and the back row for Bear River is losing its composure right now. Timeout taken. I heard Jeffers calling for it, and Shaw still went for it anyway. And the point goes to Sutter. 20-18 they lead now after Bear River led almost the entire set. It's slipping away here, and Sutter trying to take the momentum. We'll be back after the break. Olivia Brown on a good service run right here. And her float goes out of bounds, so 19-20 now. Sutter still holding this narrow lead. Bear River led most of this set, but are starting to have it slip away. Gabby Sams back here to serve. Clean receive there. Outside, Kenzie Shannon. Touch off the block. Went out, but gets the kill. 21-19 now. Kenzie Shannon back to serve. McCown hammers that one down. 1 point game again. Eden Shaw, clean receive. Milligan, great set. And McCown does the rest. Bella Stafford now back to serve here. 1 point game. Sutter trying to hold on to this lead to even up the set count. Bear River trying to make this 2-0. And a free ball off the serve. A little bit close. Hoffman adjusts and gets it. Luttrell gonna be dug right back over the net. McCown sends it. Another one to Luttrell. And off the net and out. Tie game, 21-all. Stafford serve in. Luttrell. Dug by Shaw. Up the middle. Stafford. No, excuse me, Hoffman. Stafford gets the dig. Outside, McCown. As she's falling, gets it over. Bryan with the dig. Luttrell. Dug by Shaw. Outside again to McCown with pace. Gets the kill. Bryan tried to extend, but couldn't get the one-arm dig. Bear River retakes the lead. 3 points in a row. Bella Stafford back to serve again. Good float, but it goes long. Too tall, 22-all. Eden Bryan now back to serve here. Just over the net. Outside, McCown. Just able to get that one. The power tip. 23-22. And a timeout taken by Sutter. We got a close one here in set two, folks. We'll be back after this quick break. Out of the timeout, Milligan back to serve. And McCown and Drake there for the block, but it's tooled. Out of bounds it goes, 23-all the score. Great job using that block by Luttrell. De La Serna back to serve here. Shaw gets it up. Sams from the back row, Doug. Brown gets that one through. 24-23, set point for the Huskies. And a timeout taken. Bear River takes their first. We'll be back after this break. Out of the timeout, Sutter still with set point. De La Serna gets one clean in. McCown with the tip off the platform. That one almost was going out of bounds. Was too close to call though, and Fedora went for it. But 24-all. We are in extra point territory now, folks. McCown dug there. Too much pace, just tipped over. Out of bounds, off the antenna. That set was just too long. And now, set point here. McCown into the net. 25-all. And a good sign for Sutter. Their lead cannon, Kenzie Shannon, goes back into the front row. Shannon on the year led the team with 291 kills. Luttrell, her serve. Dug high. Shaw from the back row. Some nice topspin on that one. Back row for Luttrell. Chance here. Hoffman. No, long. Hoffman tried to send it to the far right corner from the middle. Hits it out instead, and now Sutter has set point. Shaw with the receive. Hoffman just tips it down. And gonna have to be a free ball here. No. Good swing. Shaw. Doug. Brown just rolls it over. Another chance here for the Bruins. And complete miscommunication there on the sides of the Bruins and some arguing on the floor. But Sutter takes set two, 27-25. And I gotta say, folks, they steal that one. Sutter was trailing a lot of that set, but they stick with it. And they take the sets from Bear River. 1-1, we have it all here, folks. We'll be back on the NFHS network with more volleyball after this break. Set 3 action starting off here at Cosumnes River College. Sutter just tied it up 1-1 here. Battled in that second set and took it away from Bear River. Sutter had set points a few times, and Sutter had one shot at it but couldn't put it down. But battled from behind most of the time, trailed by 3 a majority of that set, and now find themselves back at 0-0. First to 3 sets now. His first serve goes long, and second serve goes into the net. So both teams trading service errors. Luttrell back to serve here. And unreturnable. Point goes to Sutter. Shaw up the middle, outs. Misses there, and 3-1 lead now for the Huskies. Luttrell back to serve again. Outside, Kenzie Shannon, dug by Watkins. Another chance for the Huskies, though. Watkins, another dig. Roll shot now from the back row for McCown. Easily dug there. And that's too easy. Good dig and a perfect set to the opposite side. Brown starting to heat up. 4-1 lead now for the Huskies. And if you're Bear River, you got to give tougher chances to this squad. You can't make it too easy. Good set by McCown, and Sams gets through the block. So the assist by McCown, able to get a good set and a good look there. Hallie Hayden back to serve again. He's had a few attempts thus far. Clean serve over. Clean receive. Outside, Shannon. Goes off the top of the block and collected. McCown from the back row. Pushes through the platform off 2 players and gets another kill. So back to a 1-point game. Hayden, good serves here. Chance to tie it. Eden Bryan, clean receive. Outside, off the block. Shannon can't get the kill. Saved. Another chance here. And double contact called. McCown sent it over, but these refs are really keeping that one down. Double contact has been called a lot of times today. Shaw up the middle. Touches the block and gets the kill. Eden Shaw now back to serve. Quick substitution here. Milligan will sit. Ella Northup into the game. Up the middle, Shaw gets the dig, free ball over. Outside, Kenzie Shannon just gets that one to go over the net. And Sutter keeps their narrow lead here, 6-4 now. Brown serve. Going to narrowly be kept alive. The down ball sent over on 2. Another chance here for Sutter. Brown, the bump set. And that time, Shannon can't get it over. Into the net it goes, and Bear Union back to serve, trailing 6-5. Gabby Sams going all the way back to the basketball court end line. Bryan with the receive. And Shannon dug. Chaw there. Tipped over by McCown. Shannon. Hammered off the block, but kept alive. McCown that time with the touch. Gets the kill. 6-all now the score. Bear River has tied it. Gabby Sams going back again. And Sams that time serves it short into the net. 7-6 now the game. Shaw, clean receive to the opposite side, going to Stafford. And Stafford gets the kill. Very tight game here, folks. Neither team has been able to build a lead more than 5. And right now, deadlock 7-all. Stirred by Stafford. Gonna force the free ball. McCown hits it long. So a chance there lost, but Sutter finds themselves with an inch to breathe. 8-7 they lead. Eden Bryan, her serve, goes long. So that brief inch lost instantly as Brooke Milligan, starting setter, heads back to serve. Good float, great receive. And miscommunication there. Tried to go to Palmer up the middle. Luttrell had to just bump it over. Free ball here. McCown gets that one through the block. 9-8, Bear River retakes the lead. And that one goes long. So back-to-back points there for Bear River gives them a 10-8 lead. Brooke Milligan back again. And the ace for Milligan. Shaw with the direct. Shannon dug. Oh my goodness, what an emergency set right there by Gabby Sams, and what a swing by Eden Shaw. 12-8, Bear River leads here in set number 3. Trying to retake the set advantage. 12-8 the score. We'll be back on the NFHS network courtesy of ABC Jam after the break. Out of the timeout. Bear River still serving. Be 4 serves in a row after We had a 9-8 game. Was 8-all before Bear River took the lead, and now Brooke Milligan continuing her service run here. Another good serve. Ryan there to get the up. And Luttrell trying to get it off the block, but Sams almost goes into the bench. Nearly goes into her head coach, Matt McDonald. But the point goes to the Huskies, 12-9. Kalena De La Serna back to serve. And it'll be short. $13-9 now. One-handed tip, just tipped over, but they're going to call a lift on that. 14-9 now. Luttrell on the outside gets the kill. Sam's a little bit frustrated with herself. She thought she was there. Luttrell back again, 14-10 the score. Sutter definitely not gone in this one. But you don't want this one to get too wide. 15-10. 5-point lead now for the Bear River Bruins. Hallie Hayden back to serve again. Clean dig by Bryan. Brown on the opposite. Dug by Hayden. And touch on the hit. Eden Shaw gets the kill. Now Bear River has the largest lead of the game thus far. 6. It's been very close, but 6 points is the largest lead thus far, folks, through all the sets. Brown powers through the block. Shaw and Stafford there, but Brown overpowers. 16-11 the score. Sam's a little bit low there. 16-12. And Shaw comes up, just taps that one over. That's a tough read for the Sutter defense right there. They had 3 attackers coming in the front row in position in Sams, Stafford, and Shaw gets it. 17-12 now. Shaw back to serve. Good float. Kept alive, and Bryan just has to give a free ball to the Bruins. But a setting error on Shelby Jeffers. Just falls out of the hands. Brown back to serve. Shaw from the back row. Clean dig there. Outside. Kenzie Shannon. Gonna be dug. Just kept alive. Popped up. The block there. And out it goes. The swing going long. Back to a 5-point game. Jeffers will sit as Milligan re-enters for the front row. Gabby Sams back to serve. Olivia Brown will sit as Audrey Young enters. And the serve going to go off of Bryan. Just a little bit too far forward, and that'll be a timeout taken by the Huskies. 19-13. Bear River leads. We'll be back after this break. out of the timeout. 19-13, still the lead for Bear River. But Kenzie Shannon gets a hard kill there. 5-point game now. Into the net, McCown's hit. 20-15 the score now. Clean receive there. McCown up the middle, just forced to power push it. Shaw with the dig. McCown this time gets a hard hit, but violation. 6-point lead now. Point goes to the Huskies. De La Serna back to serve here. McCown on the opposite side, Doug. McCown again. This time gets the kill. Bruins there for the block and get it. Sams and Shaw combine. 23-16 the lead now. And McCown, for some reason, just went with the standing float serve. I don't know why. She's been doing the top spin all day to great success, but switches it up for some reason there and hits it into the back of her teammate's head. So an interesting decision. Shaw, though, gets the kill off the platform. Too hard of a hit. 24-17 the score now, and set point for Bear River. Brown gets through the block, gets the kill. 18-24 the score now. Palmer going back to serve. Clean receive. Shaw comes up the middle and uses the block to get the kill. Bear River takes set 3, 25-18. They now lead 2-1 and are 1 set away from being the D5 section champions. We'll be back after this break. Set 4 started off here. Brooke Milligan with the serve. Outside to Shaw, and Shaw gets the kill. Bear River opens up a 1-0 lead to kick off set 4. Good receive by Sams off the block, but couldn't be kept alive, so 1-1 the score now. De La Serna back to serve. McCown from the opposite side gets the kill. 2-1 now for Bear River. McCown back to serve. And that serve goes long. Kenzie Shannon gets the kill from the outside. 3-2 now lead for Sutter. Shaw with the receive and comes up the middle, gets the kill. 3-all the score now. Into the net it goes. 4-3 lead now for Sutter. Clean receive. Shaw up the middle again. Proven to be unstoppable here in this set. 4-all now. And Shaw gets the ace. Shaw back to serve again. Sams tried to go up the middle into the net instead. 5-all now the score. McCown sends that one short on 2. Dug by Jeffers. The swing gonna go down for the kill by Bella Stafford. But a great adjustment by the defense, just not sticking to your position, turning the setter when you need to. And now a 6-5 lead for the Bruins. Sams back to serve. Out of bounds it goes, long. Now a 2-point lead here. And an ace. This one for Sams off the platform. And now an 8-5 lead. Bear River trying to have a great start. And another point. 9-5, and there'll be a timeout taken by the Huskies. We'll be back after this break. Out of the timeout. Point goes to Sutter. 9-6 now the score. Up the middle, McCown gets the kill. Make it 7-11 now. The team's just going back and forth out of the timeout. No touch, they call up the middle, but Raleigh stays alive. And Palmer gets that one through. 8-10, excuse me, the score. And into the nets. So 11-8 the score. Milligan back to serve. Clean receive. Outside, Luttrell. Off the net, gets the kill. McCown with a great set from Milligan, almost right up against the net. Back set to the opposite. And McCown back to serve. Out of bounds it goes. Back to a 4-point lead here. Free ball. Milligan to the outside. Shaw gets the kill. Bruins starting to get into a rhythm here in the set. Timeout taken, Sutter. That was their second already. And from here on out, they're Gonna have to give it their all. That was their last time out, trailing 2-1 here. We'll take a quick break. McCown serve, cleanly received. A little too much pace there, trying to go to Brown. And miscommunication gives the point to the Huskies. Shaw up the middle. With the soft hit, gets the kill. Clean receive to Brown on the opposite. Leans back a bit, but gets the kill. 15-11 now the score. Palmer, back serving here. Short into the net. Lead still at 5 here. Served by Shaw. Cleanly received. Tipped over by Kenzie Shannon. And no communication between the back row. McCown was in position, but she thought her setter was going to come over to grab that. Instead, it gives the Huskies the point. So 16-12 now. Clean up by Shaw. Sams with a very interesting approach. Almost jumped off 1 foot with a lean back, and now goes back to serve. Bryan sends that one outside to Kenzie Shannon, but it goes long. 6-point lead now for the Bear River Bruins. And Sam's serve goes short. 18-13 now the score. McCown blocked. Sams off the net from the back row. Luttrell dug by Shaw. Sams with a down ball. Outside Luttrell. Shaw gets her hand on it, but the kill goes to Luttrell. 18-14. Sutter doing everything they can, trying to dig deep here. Trailing by 4. Good serve. McCown puts it down. Bella Stafford back to serve here. Addie Hoffman back into the front row. Good float. Luttrell trying to save it, but too many touches. 6-point lead now, 20-14. Bear River reaches the 20-point mark first. Serve drops in a little bit late. High to the center. Outside, McCown. Dug by Bryan. And the direct, no good. A little too much enthusiasm by Hoffman. Bryan serve. High to the center. McCown too far off the net. Block there. But no, they say 4 hits. 21-15 now the lead. Brooke Milligan back to serve. Out of bounds. Too high, Palmer. A little bit too much oomph from that one. Milligan. Again. Good float. Great receive. Touched off the block. Outside, Shaw. Off the block and out. Tools it. Gets the kill. 23-15. Bear River 2 points away. Milligan into the nets. Outside, Shaw. Down the line, gets the kill. And match point is here. Bear River ahead 2-1. McCown with the topspin. Free ball over. But miscommunication. Still miscommunication. Just got to get this over. Aye. And it ends with an overpass. Hoffman, with the ball going over, just slams it down directly. And the Bruins, the #1 seed, take it all. They win in 4, 3-1. Thank you for tuning in, folks. The commentary will end for now. We'll keep it live here as the blue banner gets presented. We'll be back with more commentary as the D4 game kicks off in just about 20 or so minutes.